To make this piece of the blanket, let's talk about the things that you'll need outside of the yarn. I'm using the 5.5 millimeter hook that it calls for with the yarn that I'm using. I'm using Red Heart Super Saver yarn in a medium 4 worsted weight. So it calls for a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. I have my handy stitch marker, a yarn needle with a large eye and a blunt end, and a pair of scissors. For the yarn, you're going to need 5 different colors for the hearts. I'm using white, orange, purple, green, and red. You will also need some baubles of your background color. If you watched my last video, you know that I normally don't make up bobbins. I'm just trying to keep things a little neater on camera this time around. I picked up these, I hope you can see it. They're clear little elastic rubbery bands. They're very plasticky. They're called Ouchless. You can see that. Ouchless. They're made by Goody, and it came with 75 of them in here. And at my local Walmart, they were around $2 for 75 of them. And they work out really well. They don't stretch really far, so you can't make very big bobbins with them. But for this project, you don't need a lot of yarn. You'll be using scraps to make the hearts. And of course, whatever background color that you were using in the last part of the blanket, the penguin, you'll be using again for the conversation hearts. And I'll be showing you how to do the border in this month's blanket piece, so you can go ahead and find what color you want for your borders for each of your squares, and you can go ahead and do that. So for my borders, I am using this Petal Pink in the Red Heart Super Saver. And to recap, the background color is this Aran. It's a light tan. So gather up all of your materials, and I will meet you back here to begin the project. I have my handy cheat sheet ready to go, and I think it's also worth noting that on my blog you can find the written instructions as well as the graph that you can print out. I will leave a link in the description box below to my blog post with all of the written instructions and the graph for this piece of the blanket. Row 1 calls for a chain of 41 and then 40 single crochets. So to get started, we're going to put a slip knot on our hook and chain 41. Yarn over and pull through the loop to make a chain. Yarn over and pull through. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I will meet you back up here when you get to 41. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and 41. And now we are going to single crochet, not in this first. So the first loop is the one that's on your hook. this is your first chain. This is your second chain here. You can tell from the V's. So we are going to single crochet in that second chain from the hook. And that is our first single crochet. We're going to single crochet in every chain all the way down for a count of 40 single crochets. 3, 4, 5, and I will meet you back up here at the end of this row. To start row 2, we need to make 10 single crochets in our background color. So I've made it to the end of row 1, and I've got 40 single crochets. Now, all of your odd rows will be worked from right to left, and all of your even rows will be worked left to right if you're following along on the graph. So we're going to chain 1, turn our work, make 10 single crochets with our background color. 1, 2, 3, and I will meet you back up here at number 10. Start number 10, but don't finish it because we'll be changing the colors. Okay, there's 9, and start number 10. Bring up your loop, but don't finish it because you're going to grab the color that you want for one of your hearts. If you're following along on the pattern, this would be the orange. If you're doing them the exact same colors. So you just pull that orange through there. You want to make sure that your tail ends are falling to the back. I did learn a better technique for this, so we're going to give this one a shot. I'm going to pull my tail for my orange across here, across these stitches, and just crochet them in. But I'm not going to carry through the background color. I'll start a new bobbin of the background color. So for this, you only need 1 orange. So we're going to put our yarn in, pull up a loop, or put our hook in and pull up a loop. Let that orange fall to the back. Grab another bobbin of the background color to finish that stitch. And you'll notice that I am not making slip knots for this one. We'll see how all this works out and if we like it. So now we're going to make 18 in the background color. So there's 1, and you'll probably need to give this back here a little tug just to tighten up that stitch a little bit. So there's 1, and again I'm bringing my tail across for a couple of stitches. I want to make sure that I leave enough of a tail that I can sew it in back and forth so that it won't come out. So there's 2, 3, 4, and I will meet you back up here when I've made 17. Okay, there's 17, and we're going to start 18 by putting our hook in, bringing up a loop, and grabbing our red to finish it. then when we make our, well, we're going to begin it in red because we only need one. And we're going to grab up another bobbin of our background color. That's why I went ahead and made up 3 bobbins with background color, so I wouldn't have to carry them through from across the colors. The yarn split there a little bit. Get that red over there where it belongs. Make sure that your red has dropped back here. And there's one. Now, so that was one in the background color. We need to make 9 more to the end. Chain 1 and turn your work. And I'll meet you back up here for row 3. Now we are ready for row 3. For row 3, we need to make 9 single crochets in the background color. So I've already chained 1, turned my work. I'm going to start right here in this very first one where I made my chain. That doesn't count as a stitch at all throughout this project. So there's 1, 2, and I'll meet you back up here for our color change. Okay, there's 8. We're going to start 9 and finish it with red. Make sure that that background color falls back there. Now I want to make sure that you can see this real good, because we're going to do something a little different here than we were doing in the last part of the blanket. So we've got this that comes like a cross here. So we're going to pull that a little bit out of the way so we can get up. So our hook will actually be up under that red part and going through this with the background color. And that's our first one with the red. Now instead of leaving this just put across, this one here pulled across here, we're going to go back up under that again and go through that one red stitch from the last row and bring it up a little. Make sure that it's up there and then pull through. And then you can tell that, let me tighten up that little tail there, it's not dragging across the stitches. It's actually coming up and looks a little better. We can take that tail and kind of hide it in there a little bit from the last row. So that was 1 and 2 in the red, so we need to finish in the background color. So we're going to bring that up and finish it. Get that red out of the way now. Now again, we have this background color that's kind of coming up here. We're going to go under that and then through our next single crochet. And there we are. So it just kind of makes everything a little bit neater. So we had 9 in our background, 3 in our red, and now we need to make 16 in the background. We've made 1, so we need 15 more. I will meet you up right here when I get to 15. Okay, I have made 15. I'm going to start 16. Let that fall back there. Oop, that's the tail. Don't want that yet. I'm trying to flip that tail over the orange this way so I can, like sew it in for a stitch or two. Okay, so we've got our orange. We're going to finish off that stitch with orange. Now remember, we're going up under this orange and through that last single crochet in the background color for one orange. And again, we're going to go back up under that orange to bring it over here. That's two. And I'm going to go over this tail end orange for one stitch. So I'm going to start that third orange. Let all of this orange fall back here. Pick up the background color and finish that stitch with the background color. I'm going to go under, see where you almost can't tell, but the background color is coming up here. There's a long line that comes up here. So I'm going to go under that line and through that next stitch, bring it up high so that it's up where it belongs, so it'll be even with these stitches, and make the first one in the background color. So we need to finish making the background color to the end. It'll be 9 single crochets, and I will meet you back up here for row 4. Row 4. So for row 4 we need to make 8 in the background color. So I've already chained 1 and turned my work, and now I'm going to make 8 single crochets in the background color. So there's 1, 2, and I will meet you back up here to change the color. Alright, so there's 7. I'm going to start the 8th one, but not finish that. Let that background color fall back there. Oops. Still trying to grab a hold of that tail instead of the working yarn. So this row is going to be 5 in the orange. So I'm going to finish that last, or that 7th single crochet with the orange. And again, we're going to be going up under that bar. And having it pulled across the way that it was, put it in the right spot. So let me show you that again. A little closer. So the bar is here. If we go here, we basically are going up under it. Or if you feel better, you can actually, oops, sorry about that. Let's try that again, make sure I'm on camera. So if we just go into, because it's coming across here, see how it comes across here? If we just go into there, we basically are going up under it. You can see how it's coming across there. And we're going to make sure that we get up under it for the second single crochet. So I went up under the bar, and I'm going to go through that next single crochet. That's 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to start the 5th one. Put those to the back, and bring up this background color and finish that in the background color. I'm going to make sure that I'm up under that bar for the background color that's being pulled across and go through that single crochet. I hope this is making sense to you on your project. I hope you can see exactly what I'm doing so that it makes more sense to you. So from here we need 14 in the background color. So we have 1 already. We're going to work 13 more. I will meet you when I get to the 12th one. So I've done 12, there's 13, and I'm going to start 14 and finish it in red. Okay, now we're going to finish that one in red. And then go into the next one with 1, and under that bar, make sure you're getting under that bar, 2, so back here I had put an extra orange in, so my numbers weren't coming out right at the other end. It was looking a little funny and I couldn't figure out why. I had 5 orange across, but I had 2 of them in the same stitch. So your 5th orange should be coming out at this first in the background color. So you want to make sure you bring that up here, this background color strand. So we're going to finish or start the 5th one with the orange, let the orange fall back there, and finish it with the background color. Make sure you get up under that background color so that it won't be, so it'll blend in better. That's 1 and 2 in the background color, and I will meet you up here for the color change at number 14. Alright, so there's 13. I'm going to start 14 and bring up the red, making sure that I'm grabbing the working yarn and not the tail. And pull that through. Now you have this bar here. You want to make sure you're up under there. 4, 1. Get up under that bar and bring it over so it'll be neater. 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one is right here. Oh, I'm going to start it but not finish it, right? And finish it with the background color, and then crochet across the other 8 in the background color, and I will meet back up with you for row 5. We are ready to start row 5. Row 5 calls for 7 in the background color and then 7 in the red. Single crochet into that first single crochet for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and begin 7, let that background color fall back there and finish it up with the red. Then we need 7 in the red. Now remember, each time you change the color, you're going to have that bar that goes across right here, that goes across your stitches. You want to make sure you get up under there and go into that next stitch. That way it'll bring it up here and make it a little neater across. So that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll start 7 and finish it in the background color. Next we need to make 12 in the background color. So again, we want to make sure that we're bringing this bar, bringing your hook up under that bar of color that's running across your stitches. There's 1, 2, and I will meet you back up here for our color change on the 12th one. I made 11. Here's 12, the start of 12. And these tails are just all in the way. And we need 7 in the orange. There's 1. Getting up under that bar. Getting up under there. And then going into here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll start 7, finish it in the background color. One, and do 6 more to the end, so you'll have 7 in total in the background color, and I will meet you back up here for the next row. For row 6, we need to make 6 in our background color and then 9 in orange. So I've did my chain 1 and turned my work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and begin 6, finish it with the orange. Okay, next is 9 of light orange. So there's 1. Make sure I get up under that bar. I want my work to be as neat as possible. 2, 3, and I'll meet you right back here to change the color. That was 8. Make sure that's a little bit tighter. And begin 9. Oh, let that default to the back. And pick up the background color to finish that orange. And then it is 10 in the background. I want to make sure that I get up under that bar. It's kind of trying to hide under that orange, but I still want to get in there. So there's 1, 2, and I will meet you here for a color change at number 10. We are at 9 and 10. Start 10 there and finish in the red. Now we need 9 in red. Make sure we're getting up under that bar of red there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I count right? No. It looks like I need to come back here and fix right here. So I pulled out the red because I missed a stitch right here. So that was the 10th in the background color that we started, and finish it in the red. And don't miss that last one in the background color for your first red. And then get up under that bar. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Start the 9th one and finish it in the background color. Make sure you grab a hold of that bar to even things up over here. Keep everything nice and neat. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 1 and turn your work. We are on to row 7. For row 7, we need to make 5 in the background color and then 11 in red, or whatever heart color you chose. So I did my chain 1, I've turned my work. I've actually gotten those tails sewn in so they would be out of my way. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to finish that 5th one off with the red. There's one. Make sure we get under that red bar, and then go under the stitch, and then back under that bar for 2, 3, 4, and I will meet you back up here for the 11th one. There's 10 and 11. Finish it off with the background color and make the next one. Get up under that bar and bring it over here where it belongs. So it'll be lining up. So there's 1, 2, and we need to make 8 in the background color. There's 7 and 8. Started the 8th one, finish it up in orange, and we need 11 in orange or whatever color you chose for this heart. 2, 3, and I will meet you here for our color change back to the background color. So it's 11 in orange. Right, there's 10, and begin 11, finish it up in the background color, and pull that bar over. And we need to make 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1 and turn north. For row 8, we are going to make rows 8, 9, 10, and 11 are going to be exactly the same. So I am going to go through row 8 with you with the color changes, and then I'll meet back up with you at the end of row 11. So for row 8, we need to do 4 in the background color. There's 1, 2, 3. Start the 4th one, finish it in orange, and we need 13 in orange. So there's 1, get up under that bar there, don't forget to do that every time. 2, 3, and I will meet you right here for our color change at the end of 13. Right, I've made 12 in the orange. Here's 13. Finish it in the background color. Grab a hold of that bar and pull it over. And in the background color, we need 6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Finish the 6th one off in the red. and we will need 13 in the red. There's one. Get up under that bar. 2, 3, and I will meet you right here for a color change after I've made the 12th in the red. Right, there's 12. And begin 13. Finish it in the background color. And we need 4 in this background color. Did not grab a hold of my bar here. I want to make sure that I'm doing that to keep everything uniform. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 9, 10, and 11. Those rows 9, 10, and 11 are all done exactly the same way as this row. So you can rewind the video for those 3 rows, or if you're pretty good with what you're doing, go ahead and continue, and I will meet back up with you when I get to the end of row 11. We are on to row 12, and this is how our work is looking. The hearts are getting there. We just need the top parts. So for row 12, we need to do 5 in the background color, 5 in orange, 1 in background, 5 in orange. So it is 5, 5, 1, 5. So let's work through this. Turn my hook around the right way. Would be quite helpful. There's 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I started the 5th one, and I'll finish it with the orange. And we need 5 in the orange. So there's 1. 2, 3, 4, and start the 5th one. Now we need to put a little bit of background color. So we just need 1 in the background. So we're going to finish that orange and start the background. And we'll need to finish it in orange. Once I lock this first orange stitch in place, I'm going to get a hold of that background color and tighten that up. A little bit. You want to over tighten it or it'll distort your stitch, but You want it a little bit tightened. So I'm going to work over this tail for these other 4 in the orange. 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the orange. And start the 5th one and finish it in this background color. And we need to make 8 in the background color. So that was 1, 2, and I will meet you back up here for the red. So there is 7. And start 8. Let that background color fall to the back. Finish it in red. Pick up that bar and bring it across here a little bit so that it lines up properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just like we did over here for the orange heart, we're going to start the 5th one and finish it in this background color. Lock this up in place. Well, not really, it's just starting it. And finish it in red. Lock the red in place. And then tighten everything up a little bit. And then finish out the other 4 in red. So that makes our second one, and we need 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and start the 5th one and finish it in the background color. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1 and turn your work. Row 13 is the last row for these hearts. So we need to make 6 in the background, 3 in red, 3 background, 3 red. So it's 6, 3, 3, and 3. There's 1, 2, and I will meet you right here at the end of the 5th one when we're ready to get ready for our color change. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more, 4, 6, oh, start 6, and finish it in red. These tails are a bit of a nuisance. So we want to make sure we grab a hold of that bar just like we had been throughout. And we just need 3 in red. So there's 1, 2, and we'll start the 3rd one. And finish it up in the background color. And make 1. Get up under that bar for 2. And start that 3rd one. Finish it in red. And we just need 3. So there's 1, 2, and start the 3rd one. We'll finish it up in this background color. And we need 10 in the background color. So I'm making sure I'm still getting up under that bar. There's 2, 3, 9, and start the 10th one. Finish it off in the orange. And it's just 3 getting up under that bar. 4, 1, 2, and start the 3rd one. And then it's just 3 in this background. There's 1. 2, and start that 3rd one. Finish it off with the orange. And it's 3 in the orange. 1, 2, and 3. Start the 3rd one. Finish it in the background. And that is 1, 2, and 6. Now the next row, row 14, you chain 1, turn your work, and this entire row is just 40 single crochets in the background color. After you've done that, you might want to snip off the reds and oranges, sew in your tails, and I will meet you back up here for row 15. We are ready for row 15, and your work should be looking a little something like this now. We've got 2 of our 5 hearts completely finished. So at the end of row 14, needed to chain 1, which I did not do, and turn. But I did tie in all of those ends. So hopefully you were able to get that done too. Get all of that out of your way since you're done with the orange and the red, or whatever 2 colors you chose for those hearts. So to begin with, we need 20 single crochets in the background color. There's 1, 2, 3, and continue making your single crochets, and I will meet you up somewhere right around here for the color change. There is 18, and I'm going to start 19. Oh, sorry. I'll make 19 and start 20, but not finish it. I'm going to bring up some white and pull that through. Now for this row alone, I'm going to go ahead and carry my background color across this one stitch. I'm hoping that will eliminate how funny this looks down here. Okay. So because we only needed one in white for this row, I went ahead and started the white, and I'm going to finish in the background color. Tighten it up just a little bit. And make sure that I'm working over top of that white, but not my working yarn. So you need to make 19 in the background color on this side of that white. So there's 3. Continue working the rest of your stitches to the end, 16 more, and I will meet you back up here for the next row. For row 16, we are going to do 18 in the background color, 3 in white, and 19 background. So 18, 3, 19. So go ahead and make your 18 here, and I will meet you here for the color change. Alright, so I've started the 18th one. I'm going to finish it in the white, and make one. Make sure you get under that loop there so you can bring that where it belongs. Two. Let's start the third one. Grab some more background color. And now you're just going to need to make 19. 19 on the other side. Tug on that white a little bit and tighten it up. That was 1, 2, 3, and I will meet you here at the end of the row for the next row. So that's 19 in total in the background color on this side of the white heart. We are ready for row 17. And for row 17, we need 18 in the background color, 5 in the white, and 17 background. So we have 18, 5, and 17. Go ahead and work your 18, and I will meet you here for the color change. Okay, there is 17. Is that correct? Yes. 17. Begin 18 and finish 18 in the white. We need to make 5 white. So there's 1. Up under that loop. 2, 3, 4, And start the fifth one. Finish it up in the background and give that white a little pull down. And then we need 17 in the background. So there's 1, 2, 3. Finish making your 17 to the end, and I will meet you back up here for the next row. Moving right along, we are ready for row 18. And for row 18, we need to make 16 in the background color, 7 white, and 17 background. So 16, 7, 17. Go ahead and make your first 16, and I will meet you here for the color change. Alright, so that was my stitch number 15. Here's the beginning of 16. Finish it in white. And we needed 7. So there's 1. Get up under that bar. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to start 7. Trying to get ahead of myself. Finish it up in the background color. Make sure that you get up under that bar of your background color to bring it over here where it belongs with that stitch there. And we need to make 17 to the end. So there's 2. Go ahead and finish up your row, and I will meet you back up here for the next row. Row 19. Row 19 calls for 16 background, 9 white, and 15 background. So 16, 9, and 15. So go ahead and make your 16, and I will meet you here for the color change. Okay, there is 15. And start 16. Finish it in white. And we need 9 in white. There's 1. Grab that bar under. Make sure you're under there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, start 9, finish that up there in the background color, and make sure that you're getting a hold of that background color and pulling it over. There's 1, 2, and you need to make 15 across to the end. So when you get to the end, I will meet you here for the next row. We've made it to row 20. This is the halfway mark. We are going to make 14 in the background color, excuse me. 11 in the white and 15 background. So 14, 11, and 15. Go ahead and make your 14, and I will meet you here for a color change. Okay, I have started the 14th stitch, and I will finish it with the white. We need 11 in the white. Two, three. Go ahead and finish up your 11, and I will meet you here for our color change. Okay, there's 10 in the white, and start 11. Grab a hold of that background color. Make sure you grab that bar and bring it over. And we need 15 in the white. There's 2, 3. Go ahead and finish up this row, and I will meet you here for row 21. Row 21 is 14, 13, 13. So go ahead and do your 14 in your background color, and I will meet you here for our color change. Okay, there is 12, 13, and start 14. Finish it up in the white. And there's 1. And under the bar for the second one. 3. And finish up your 13, and I'll meet you here for the color change again. Okay, so I have started the 13th one. Finish it up in the background color. Make sure you get up under that bar for the background color. Bring it over for that stitch. And there's 1. Tighten up that white. 2, and continue on making your background color to the end, and I will meet you back up here for row 22. Row 22 is where we are going to be bringing up the sides of the heart. So we'll still have 13 here. The only numbers that are changing are the background color. So where we had 14 on this side and 13 on this side, those will stay the same. So we'll start off with 13 and do 13 and then do 14. So go ahead and do your 13, and I'll meet you up here for the color change. Start that 13th one, finish it up in the background color. There's 1, 2. Go ahead and finish up your 14 to the end, and I will meet you back here for row 23. Row 23 is just like the last row. So we've got 14, so we had 14 here, 13, and 13. Go ahead and make your 14, and I will meet you here for our color change. Okay, I have started number 14. Finish it in white. And we need 13 in white. There's 2, 3. Go ahead and finish your 13, and I'll meet you here for our next color change. Okay, so I have started 13. Finish it up in this background color. And 1, 2, 3. And go ahead and finish your 13 in the background color, and I will meet you back up here for row 24. So we are ready for row 24. And row 24 is the last one where we're bringing the sides up. So we'll have 13, 13, and 14. And go ahead and make your 13, and I'll meet you here for our color change. Alrighty, I have started number 13. I'm going to finish it in the white. And we need 13 in the white, so that was 1. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and finish your 13, and I will meet you here for our next color change. I have started 13, and I'm going to finish it up with background color. There's 1, and we need to make 14 to finish up row 24. 2, 3, and go ahead and finish up your 14, and I will meet you here for row 25. To start row 25, sorry about all the technical difficulties with the camera today. It's going to be a challenge to make sure everything stays in the camera. But to start row 25, we need to make 15 in the background color. So go ahead and make your 15, and I'll meet you up here for our color change. Okay, here I started the 15th one. I'm going to finish it up in the white. Make sure I grab a hold of that white bar and bring it over that stitch for 1, 2, 3, 4, and start 5, but don't finish it. Grab some background color, and we're going to start got a hold of that tail end. We're going to start it but not finish it, and grab up some white, and we're going to make 5 single crochets in white along the other side. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, start the 5th one, finish it up with the background color. And then we should have 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3. Oops, I miscounted. I only have 4. 1, 2, 3. 4 and 5. And 1, and up under that bar so it's not sitting across the white ones. 2, 3. Go ahead and finish up to the end. You'll have 14 total in your background color on this side. So for row 26, we need 15 in our background color, 15, 3, 3, 3, and 16. So go ahead and make your 15, and I will meet you here for our color change. Okay, I've started number 15. I'll finish it up in the white. Get that bar. And we need 3. There's 1, 2. Start the third one. Finish it up here in this background color. 1, 2, and 3. Finish it up in the third one in that white. Grab that bar up under there, and we're going to need 3 in the white. So there's 1. Oh, my yarn split a little bit. There's 1, 2, and start the third one. Finish it up in the background. And we need 16 in the background color. So go ahead and finish up your 16 in the background color, and I will meet you here for the next row. Okay, we are ready for row 27, and this is how our work is looking, and we are done with the white. So this row is just 1 single crochet all the way across in the background color for 40 single crochets. I will meet you back up here for row 28, and I will have trimmed all of these and sewn in my tails. We are ready for row 28. And this is how our work is looking with all of the tails sewn in. Oh, I missed a couple. Well, I'll take care of those real quick, and then we will go on to row 28. In row 28, you need to crochet 10 in the background color. So crochet your 10 in the background color, also in these ends, and I will meet up with you right here for our next heart. I've started the 10th stitch. I'm going to finish it up here in green. And we just need to make 1 in the green. But I'm going to carry that background color across since it's only 1 in the green, and I'll do the same thing over here with the purple. Just like we did down here for the white. I think that worked out pretty good. So now we need to make 18 in the background color. So there's 1 and 2, and continue this across, and I will meet back up with you for the color change. So it's 18 of the background color, so make 17 full ones, start the 18th, but don't finish that one because we'll finish it in the next color. Alright, I have started the 18th one. I'm going to grab up this purple and finish that one in purple. And again, the purple is only one stitch, so I'm going to carry across that background color for that one stitch. So we're just going to start it and finish it in the background color. And then it should be 10 single crochets to the end. So go ahead and make your 10 single crochets, and I will meet back up with you for row 29. Okay, I finished row 28. We're ready for row 29. I chained 1, turned my work, and for row 29 we need to make 9 and then 3. And since you should know now how to do all of your color changes, I'll meet you up at the end of the 3. So it's 9 in the background color and then 3 in purple. I did my 9 and I did 2 in purple and started the third one. Now I need to bring on some more background color. Go ahead and make that first single crochet. Tighten this up. We need a total of 16 single crochets in the background color. So go ahead and make 14 more full ones. There's one already here, so that would be 13 more full ones. So that would be 14. I was right to begin with. Old lady brain's too early in the morning. So we need a total of 16. We've got 1. We need to make 14 more whole ones. Start the 16th one, but don't finish it. And I will meet up here with you when we're ready to do the green. So I started the 16th one in the background, and I'm going to finish it in green, and then make 1, get up under that bar, 2, start the third one, and finish it in background color. And we need to single crochet 9 to make it to the end. So finish up your 8 more. So that's 1 plus 8 more will be 9. To make it to the end, chain 1, turn your work, and I will meet here with you for row 30. For row 30, we need to make 8 in the background color and then 5 in the green. So make 8 and 5, and I will meet up with you for this next background color bit. 8 and 5. I started the 5th green one, and I need to finish it in the background color. Grab that bar and bring it over for that stitch. We need a total of 14 in the background color and then 5 in purple. So make your 14 and your 5, and I'll meet you here for the last part. So I started that 5th one in purple. Need to finish it up in the background color. And we should just need 8 to make it to the end of row 30. Chain 1, turn your work, and the first ones you'll do in the background color will be 7. So finish up 8 here, chain 1, turn your work, work 7, and I'll meet you back up here for the first color change. Okay, this is 6. and start the 7th, finish it in purple, and we had 5 in the last row, so we'll need 7 purple for this row. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and finish it in the background color. And we need, for row 30, we need 14. Oh, I'm sorry, this should be row 31. So it was 7, 7, 12. We need 12 in the background color. And then 7 in green and 7 in background. So I'll meet you up here at the very end of this row. So again, we need 14, 12. We need 12, not 14. Please don't do 14, do 12. 12, 7, and 7. 12 background, 7 green, 7 background. Row 32. For row 32, we need to do 6 in the background, 9 in green, and 10 in background. So 6, 9, and 10. Do 6, 9, and 10, and I will meet you back up here for the rest. So I started the 10th one. I'm going to finish that up in purple. And we need to make 9 in the purple and 6 in the background color. So go ahead and do your 9 and your 6, and I will meet back up with you for the next row. For row 33, we need to make 5 in the background color, 11 in purple, and 5, 11, and then 8 in the background. So 5, 11, 8, and I will meet back up with you right here. Alright, I've done 5, 11, and started the 8th one here. I'm going to finish up the 8th one in green and make 11 in green. So it's 11 more here, 11 in green and 5 in the background color. And I'll meet back up with you for the next row. Okay, we are back here where we need to bring the heart up on the sides. So the next 4 rows, rows 34, 35, 36, and 37 are worked exactly the same way. So you'll have 4 in the background color, 13 in the color for your hearts. You'll have 6 in the background color. So it's 4, 13, 6, 13, and 4. Work up those 4 rows and I will meet back up with you for row 38. Row 38, we are on the last 2 rows of the hearts. So for row 38, we need to begin with 5 in the background, 5 in the green, 1 background. So do your 5 in the background, 5 in the green, and I'll meet you up here. Okay, I made my 5 in the background color and 4 full ones in the green, and I started the 5th one, and we need just 1 in the background. So we're going to finish that 5th green one with the background color and start the 1 in the green. And I thought that I had, here it is, a little piece of green here to finish that 1 stitch and make 5 in the green. So there's 1, 2. So you finish up your 5 in the green, and then it is, sorry about that, I have to look on here, 8 in the background. I'm just looking at my cheat sheet here. So I have a cheat sheet that I'm going off of. So for 38, it was 5 in the background. This, my cheat sheet says purple, but it's actually supposed to be the green. Even here it says yellow, but that's purple. So, sorry. I mean, I was just coming up with colors when I was writing this out, not the colors that I'm actually using. So it was 5 in the background, 5 in the color of heart that you're on, 1 background, and 5 in that color of heart that you're on, and then 8 background. Then it'll be 5 in your next heart, 1 background, 5 in the heart color. So for mine it'll be 5 purple, 1 background, 5 purple, and then 5 background. So go ahead and finish this up, finish this and this heart, and I'll meet you back here for the next row. So remember, we're finishing up 5 here, 8 in the background, 5 in purple, 1 background, 5 purple, and 5 background. Row 39. Row 39 is 6 in the background, 3 in purple, 3 background, 3 purple. Go ahead and make those up, and I'll meet you here at the end of the purple. So it's 6 background, 3 purple, 3 background, 3 purple. Now with the purple, I did my 3, and then I did my 3 in the background, and I started the 3rd one in purple and finished it in the background color, and went ahead and made my first one in the background color. Across this part you will need 10 total in the background color. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and finish that up to get to 10, and then it'll be 3 in the green, 3 in the background, 3 in green, and 6 in the background. So 10 total across the middle, 3 in green, 3 background, 3 green, and 6 in background, and I will meet you here at the end, and we will be completely finished with the hearts. And there'll only be one more row. For the very last row, it is just 40 across in the background color, all the way across, just 40 single crochets for row 40. 40 row and 40 single crochets all the way across in the background color. I will meet you up here at the very end of this row. Okay, at the very end of row 40, your work should look a little something like this. And all you need to do is fasten off. So I'm going to cut a long enough tail to sew in. pull that nice and tight. Don't want it to come loose. Just thread up your needle. I'm sure you've probably got this part down pretty pat since we have been sewing in a lot of tails. We're going to go one way up under these stitches. And through the other way. I'm like not getting up under the stitches, and it's like going all the way through to the other side. And one more time. And that is it. Now I'm going to make another video for the border, and I will make another one to turn these into conversation hearts. I'm going to use this black crochet thread to embroidery words on. You can use embroidery thread or yarn, or you just don't have to watch that video if you don't want to turn yours into conversation hearts. So I will see you back in the next video for the border, and then possibly in the one for the conversation parts.